You're going to call off your rigorous investigation. You're going to publicly state that there is no underground group. Or these guys are going to take your balls.
Today we are going to be doing Fight Club. I've never actually seen Fight Club. It's kind of interesting that I haven't never seen it. The only thing I know about Fight Club is we do not talk about Fight Club. And even so far in the even so far as I made a joke about when in Kanto came out that we don't talk about Fight Club and we don't talk about Bruno. So when that actually came to be, we don't talk about Bruno, I just made a joke and said there's two rules now. We don't talk about Bruno and we don't talk about Fight Club. Don't know any of the characters' names. Don't even know who directed it. I believe this came out in 1999. Yeah, let's get into Fight Club.
People are always asking me if I know Tyler Durden. It's got something to do with a girl named Marla Singer. This was a support group for men with testicular cancer.
You can't die from insomnia.
What about narcolepsy? I nod off, I wake up in strange places. I have no idea how I got there.
You need to...
Now, I did hear that if you actually stay awake for 11 days, you could actually die from not having any sleep. But that's only after 11 days. That's what I heard, or I read it somewhere, but I don't know if it's actually true or not. I just noticed the tents that the movie has for some reason.
And you're going to find your power animal.
A penguin.
Bob loved me because he thought my testicles were removed too. And she ruined everything. If I did have a tumor, I'd name it Marla. You're a faker. You're not dying. Practicing what?
Telling me off.
That's a good question.
I think you're dying, man. They really, really listen to you
Instead of just waiting for their turn to speak.
Testicular cancer should be no contest, I think.
Well, technically, I have more of a right to be there than you. You still have your balls.
Kidding.
I don't know. Am I?
That's funny. That's funny. It's kind of amusing that they're fighting over what groups they want to be a part of. It's kind of messed up when they don't actually have any of this stuff.
Marla's philosophy of life was that she might die at any moment. The tragedy, she said, was that she didn't.
You know, we all might die at any moment. That's just how life kind of works. Not to be too morbid or anything, but if you think about it, we could die at any moment.
This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. If you wake up at a different time, in a different place, could you wake up as a different person? On a long enough timeline, the survival rate for everyone drops to 0. I was a recall coordinator.
Which car company do you work for?
A major one.
Yeah, that would be my question too, and he had a smart answer to that.
What do you do for a living? Why? So you can pretend like you're interested.
He called his bluff on that.
We have the exact same briefcase.
I make and I sell soap.
And this is how I met Tyler Durden. How I came to live with Tyler is airlines have this policy about vibrating luggage.
Oh, he's talking about something completely different. I was thinking of something else.
9 times out of 10, it's an electric razor, but...
Right, that's the stuff I was thinking of, like the electric razor. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, you know, that could be a sign of explosives or something like that.
When a volcanic blast of debris that used to be your furniture and personal effects blows out of your floor-to-ceiling windows and sails flaming into the night. The police would later tell me that the pilot light might have gone out.
What? You called me because you needed a place to stay.
Oh, hey, no.
Yes, you
I
did.
didn't mean...
So just ask. Cut the foreplay and just ask, man.
Cut the foreplay.
Can I stay at your place?
Yeah.
He's like, just make it simple. Stop. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Oh. You hit me in the ear! Oh! Ah.
At least he did it right, and well, right in the gut.
Ow. Ow.
They're going at it again. So let me make a prediction here, and it's probably gonna be wrong. Since they're getting people to watch them fight, it's gonna basically turn into getting paid to watch them fight, and it's not gonna be legitimate either.
If you could fight anyone, who would you fight?
Fight my boss, probably. Yeah, why? Who'd you fight?
Fight my dad. We're a generation of men raised by women. I'm wondering if another woman is really the answer we need.
Tyler gave the rules that he and I decided.
First rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. And the 8th and final rule, if this is your first night at Fight Club,
You have to fight.
I kind of like those rules. To be honest, I do.
But Fight Club only exists in the hours between when Fight Club starts and when Fight Club ends. Afterwards, we all felt saved. Sometimes Tyler spoke for me.
Fell down some stairs.
I fell down some stairs. Hello?
Where have you been the last 8 weeks?
I haven't seen you at any support groups. Yeah, but you haven't been going to yours.
This isn't a for real suicide thing. This is probably one of those cry for help things.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Do you want to listen and see if my spirit can use a phone?
And there's the group right there. Just put it on the top of the thing.
Now, how could Tyler, of all people, think it was a bad thing that Marla Singer was about to die?
You're gonna have to keep me up all night.
Unfucking Say anything about me or what goes on in this house to her or to anybody. We're done.
Why is he concerned about that? I mean, he already said something about Fight Club, sort of, I think, if I remember correctly in the movie, and that was only like 10 minutes ago or so.
I found a new one.
Really?
It's for men only.
We have some new information about the incident at your former condo.
someone sprayed Freon into your front door lock.
Then tapped it with a chisel to shatter the cylinder.
The dynamite
Dynamite?
Left a residue
of ammonium oxalate potassium chloride.
Do you know what this means?
No.
It means it was homemade.
Are they setting up the friend that he lives with? I forget his name.
Hard to know what to make of all this.
But that doesn't make any sense because he didn't meet him before the condo exploded. Maybe I'm just thinking about this too much.
You are such a nutcase. I can't even begin to keep up.
To make soap, first we render fat.
The salt balance has to be just right, so the best fat for making soap comes from humans. The liposuction clinic, richest, creamiest fat in the world. Fat of the land.
I would just like to say this is just very, very gross.
The fat renders, the tallow should float to the surface. Tallow hardens, you can skim off a layer of glycerin. This is lye, the crucial ingredient. This is a chemical burn. First you have to know, not fear, know that someday you're gonna die.
Someday we are gonna, if it's a question of just when.
Congratulations. You're one step closer to hitting bottom.
First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
And this button-down Oxford cloth psycho. Well, maybe you just shouldn't bring me every little piece of trash you happen to pick up.
Kind of freaked him out a little bit.
It's me, Bob. First rule is, I'm not supposed to talk about it.
I'm a member.
Do you know about Tyler Durden?
Well, not all week, because we only know Tuesdays and Thursdays, I should say, and and Saturdays.
Look around. I see a lot of new faces. Which means a lot of you have been breaking the first two rules of Fight Club.
Yeah, that is true, kind of.
First rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about...
I'm fucking Lou. Tyler Durden.
I'm surprised he gave out his first name. Or not his first name, maybe that's an alias.
Still not getting it.
I'm still not getting it.
It's a loony, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I would say he is.
Fucking use the basement!
Thanks, Lou. If you're gonna go out, you're gonna start a fight with a total stranger.
Why?
And you're gonna lose.
Okay.
We need to talk.
Oh, yeah, I can get in a fight with his boss.
That hurt.
So, yeah, he's making up a fight that actually make him seem like the bad guy.
Telephone, computer, fax machine, 52 weekly paychecks, and 48 airline flight coupons. We now had corporate sponsorship.
It wasn't about the homework assignment, it was about getting sponsorship.
Tyler dreamed up new homework assignments. On a long enough timeline, the survival rate for everyone drops to 0.
What did you want to be, Raymond K. Hessel?
Veterinarian.
If you're not on your way to becoming a veterinarian in 6 weeks, you will be dead.
What the fuck was the point of...
Exactly, what was the point?
Tomorrow will be the most beautiful day of Raymond Castle's life.
No fear, no distractions. The ability to let that which does not matter truly slide.
Too young. Right. If the applicant is young, tell him he's too young. Old, too old, fat, too fat. The applicant then waits for 3 days without food, shelter, or encouragement. He may then enter.
To join Fight Club, I would imagine.
You're too old, fat man.
Bob, you're too fucking blonde!
That's the best he could come up with. You're too blonde.
Not special. You are not a beautiful or unique snowflake. You are the same decaying organic matter as everything else.
Why was Tyler Durden building an army? In Tyler we trusted.
That he's building an army necessarily. I didn't think of it like that.
We believe this is one of many recent acts of vandalism around the city, somehow related to underground boxing clubs.
You're gonna call off your rigorous investigation. You're gonna publicly state that there is no underground group. Or these guys are gonna take your balls.
Why wasn't I told about Project Mayhem?
First rule of Project Mayhem is you do not ask questions. Forget about what you think you know about life, about friendship, and especially about you and me.
Yeah, what's going on here? Why did he alter the deal?
Guys, what would you wish you'd done before you died?
Paint a self-portrait.
Build a house.
I don't know. I wouldn't feel anything good about my life. Is that what you want to hear me say? Fine.
Not good enough. Jesus Christ. Why do you think I blew up your condo?
Yep, I think I called it. I think I called it earlier.
Tyler was gone. Tyler dumped me.
Who are all these people?
If only he knew. He sort of knows, but he doesn't know.
Tyler went away.
Gunshot wounds coming through!
What happened? What happened?
It went smooth until... Please! Please! They shot him in the head.
Make it about Bob.
Take him to the garden and bury him.
What happened?
A member of Project Mayhem has a name. His name is Robert Paulson.
His name is Robert Paulson.
I went to all the cities on Tyler's used ticket stubs, bar hopping. Everywhere I went, I felt I'd already been there.
You're Mr. Durden. You're the one who gave me this.
Fuck me, then snub me. You love me, you hate me. You show me a sensitive side, then you turn into a total asshole. Is that a pretty accurate description of our relationship, Tyler? I'm coming over.
You broke your promise. Fucking talk to her about me.
What is going on?
Why do people think that I'm you?
Does he have like multiple personality disorder? I forget the actual name of it. Sorry if I butchered that, but I think that's what's going on here.
Because we're the same person.
Yep.
All the ways you wish you could be, that's me. It's impossible. Naturally, you're still wrestling with it, so sometimes you're still you.
This is your first night at Fight Club. You have to fight.
You're just letting yourself become Tyler Durden.
Marla, your life is in danger. You need to leave town for a while.
You're an insane person.
It's going about as well as I expected.
You're the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Ouch.
I believe the plan is to blow up the headquarters of these credit card companies. If you erase the debt record, then we all go back to zero.
So how does this end?
You said if anyone ever interferes with Project Mayhem, even you, we gotta get his balls.
This is not gonna end well.
Somebody timing this?
Get away from me! Drop that fucking knife! Drop it!
Oh, Christ.
You know, there are 10 other bombs in 10 other buildings.
10 other bombs in the building, to disarming this one, and if they're all set to 25 minutes, you're not gonna get them all.
Pull anyone but the green one.
I wonder what it looks like when it's just him fighting himself. That had to hurt.
I think this is about where we came in.
Out these windows, we will view the collapse of financial history. One step closer to economic equilibrium. I will carry you, kicking and screaming, and in the end, you will thank me. Where are you going with this, IKEA boy?
Wow, I believe we actually did it.
Oh my God, your face. Who did this?
I did.
I did, actually. Everything's gonna be fine.
The first rule of Fight Club is you do not talk about Fight Club. So I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Alright guys, we're actually going to talk about it. First of which is Tyler Durden. Man, for it to be about, just a single person that came up with all this stuff is kind of amazing, terrifying, and a little bit scary, to say the least, just because I think, I don't know what it's called, but I believe it's like a split personality disorder. I don't know what the medical term is for it. Now, I wonder if the main protagonist, the one that we follow for like the first 30 so minutes or something like that, has a name besides Tyler Durden, because we know that he's one and the same person by the end of the film, but I wonder what he called himself if not for Tyler Durden. But he is Tyler Durden, so it's kind of iffy. I kind of want to know what he would have called himself. If you were to die right now, what is something that you would regret doing? You know, uh, for one guy it was, painting a house. For another guy it was painting a self-portrait. I wonder if Tyler's was to reset the credit card debt, because that was the goal of Project Mayhem, and do it for basically everybody on the planet. If you erase the debt, everyone goes back to zero, everyone gets a second chance. But my question is, would his plan have actually worked? Because I wouldn't think so, but that's because in my, the way I'm thinking about it is it's got to be backed up somewhere. I don't think they have the cloud yet, but they have to have backup servers upon backup servers that are not just located in those buildings. So my question would be, would this actually work? And would this be Tyler's, thing that I wanted to do before he died? Also, the way that we get rid of Tyler brings up a question in my mind about, would that actually work to silence that part of him inside his head? My guess is for a little bit, but not completely. It's just kind of my thoughts on the whole Tyler Durden thing and the whole thing about Project Mayhem, and if that is Tyler's true thing that he wants before he dies, because he was basically all about that, and that you're not, special. I want to touch on Bob real quick, because Bob was really to me, was the catalyst for getting him to really start questioning what Tyler had been doing, and stuff, and made him realize, hey, what have you been doing? And we find out that he's not really real. So it really took Bob's death for him to realize that. He needed a good kick to wake him up to what his other side of himself was doing. Bob, when he died, we find out that they actually do get names, and the name is Robert Paulson. And it's not just for that individual, that's for every person that dies within Project Mayhem is Robert Paulson, which was kind of interesting to see how cultish this thing was. Marla, I don't have much to say about her, because I just never really thought about her too much. She's the main love interest for Tyler, or both Tylers, but one less so. And she kind of, for me, what she does is she kind of makes the not so confident Tyler, makes him question about the bad boy Tyler. Just a little bit here and there. But Bob is what pushes him over the edge to really find out what he's been doing. I've heard from some people that they don't think that Marla actually exists and that she's just another made up person in his head, which could be, but you could also have somebody be just out, just as crazy out there in the world as Tyler is. But I want to know from you guys, what is something that you wish you could do and will do before you ultimately kick the bucket, or something that you wish you had done in the past? I think that's all that I have for the moment on Fight Club. No doubt, as I continue to rewatch this and rewatch this now, new stuff will come up from this movie that that I did not get in this reaction or this post commentary, and just spitball what I took away from the film, what I think is important to talk about after watching the movie post. And there's probably going to be some more stuff that I would want to talk about, but I can't think of everything. I may have some more stuff to add as time goes on after I watched it a couple more times. But let me know what you guys think about Fight Club. Let me know about the question that I post to you guys about what is something that you wish you could do before you die, if your life was about to end right now. What is something that you would regret, and that sort of thing. And it's okay to talk about Fight Club down in the comments below. I just won't tell Tyler. So with that in mind, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks, guys.